Hello all and welcome to Duplicate Success International Monday Night Webinar. Today is Monday, March 27th. My name is Randy Crebs, Executive Goal Director from Salt Lake City, Utah. I have the distinct honor of introducing the host of tonight's webinar. He is a very well-respected business leader and mentor in this industry. You'll definitely want to have your pen and paper out, sitting up, paying attention, and taking notes as you learn how this industry expert continues to build his business successfully. He has achieved the rank of Emerald Director within our company. He is the co-founder of Duplicate Success International. He is an amazing leader, mentor, and most importantly, I'm very proud to call him my son. Jared, are you on the line?
I am, Dad. Thank you so much for the great introduction. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Well, welcome everybody to tonight's webinar. I especially want to welcome all the new associates that are on, and also the newest clients. I want to recognize them as well. And before we get started, I want to remind you of a few things, namely our DMO. DMO stands for Daily Method of Operation. Whenever you start a business or any type of business has a daily method of operation. For example, your business hours, things that you do every day. All businesses have certain operations. With USANA, if you do these three things, you will be successful. Number one, use your products every day, AM and PM. Be a product of the product. Number two, do your 2-2-2 for the day. That's 2 new presentation videos sent out, 2 follow-ups with prospects that are on the fence, and 2 calls to existing clients or team members. That is where the magic happens with your 2-2-2 for the day. It usually takes me about 30 to 45 minutes to get my 2-2-2 out, and then I know I did a great job with my business. The third thing is also non-negotiable, very important, 15 or more minutes of personal development material each day. That's reading books, listening to audios, or being on webinars like this one. So I applaud you for being on this webinar and for doing your personal development today. And if you have not done your 2-2-2 for the day, the night is still young. I always like to do my 2-2-2 in the evening, but you can do it any time in the day and help people with USANA. So if you do these 3 things 6 days a week, you're going to be very, very successful with your USANA business. This is a marathon, not a sprint. It's a cinch by the inch. All right, now there's 3 keys to a breakthrough, and these are the things we always want to remind you of every week. If you do these 3 things, you're going to have a breakthrough in your business. Number 3 is stick to your strategy, which is the DMO I just outlined to you. This strategy works. You need to do things that work in the business, and things that don't work is not taking action, right? So you want to do the DMO because that includes your 2-2-2, and that gets your action in there. The next thing is the stories that you tell yourself. Do you ever tell yourself, oh, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time to work my USANA business today. I had a busy day. Or I don't have, I'm too young. I'm too old. I don't know technology. Whatever your story is you tell yourself, you have to change your stories. You have to actually choose stories that are empowering, telling yourself stories like, I can do this, I will do this, I believe I am a goal director and above, I believe I can be great, I believe I can change someone's life today with my USANA business. You have to be aware of the stories that you are telling yourself. So that is really critical. And then the first number 1 thing for a key to a breakthrough is the state that you're in. That's your energy and your state of mind. And the way to get in a positive state is through motion. Motion creates emotion. So before you make your phone calls, you jump up and down, you get your blood moving, you put on a song that you really like, you jam out to that song, you get yourself in a positive state, and then make your phone calls. You got to have your energy high. It's better to stand and make your phone calls than to sit and make your phone calls. So getting in state is really key to having a breakthrough in your business. So again, the DMO, your stories you tell yourself, and the state that you're in. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, eating good food, getting good rest. These are keys to having a breakthrough. All right, so now let's go into the team recognition. You can tell who's having breakthroughs by who's enrolling people. So we have a lot of great recognition to celebrate. These people are definitely having breakthroughs. They're definitely doing the DMO. So the first thing is to recognize our new clients. Welcome Edward Benavides, new associate introduced by Renee and Megan Martinez. And I want to applaud you, Renee and Megan, for always bringing in new business. That's very awesome. That says a lot about you and how busy you are. You're always bringing in new business. All right. Also, welcome Edmund Mitchell, new client introduced by Denise Garcia. Way to go, Denise, and welcome Edmund. Also, welcome Balde Trinidad, new client introduced by Denise Garcia. Awesome. Welcome, Balde, and way to go, Denise. 2 clients. Fantastic work. Welcome, Liz Hulzar, new client introduced by Daniel Espinoza. Way to go, Daniel. And welcome, Liz. All right. Next is our new associates. So we have some new associates that joined the team this last week. Big welcome to Maria Rivas, new associate introduced by Denise Garcia. Welcome, Maria. Also, welcome Michael Baez, new associate introduced by Ralph Baez. Dad, could you see if Michael Baez is on the line? Do you see him on your lineup? If so, I'd love to have a few words from him. If not, we'll bring him on at the end. Also, welcome.
210875 number. I don't see his name.
Okay, let me see if that's him real quick. That is not him. Okay. So we'll move on. Also, welcome James Jones, new associate introduced by myself and my wife, Crystal. Welcome, James. I originally met James through Facebook. Actually, his girlfriend is on the news in the Valley, Jasmine, and she's been a longtime USANA client. And actually, I think they're engaged to be married now. So big congratulations, James. No longer your girlfriend, she's your fiance. And Jasmine connected me with James because James had been researching network marketing and wanted to go big and chose USANA and chose Team DSI as his vehicle to create a long, sustainable business. And I have to say, that's a very wise decision you made, James. It's been the best financial decision I've ever made. I can tell you that. Welcome to the team, and I look forward to working with you. Also, team recognition, rank advancements. We have a lot of them. All right. First, we got to welcome and congratulate new Lifetime Premier Platinum Paysetter, Denise Garcia. Denise, I am so proud of you out of Floresville, Texas. Dad, we actually have Denise on the line. She's ready to say a few words. Could you unmute her, please? Denise, are you there? Oh, she's the 210875 number.
Okay, thank you. Unmuted.
Hi, Denise.
Hey, everyone.
Hey,
Hi.
Welcome to the call.
Thank you.
So, well, first of all, I have to say big congratulations. And for those of you who don't know what Premier Platinum Paysetter means, that means that Denise has just built her business to qualify for a 15% matching bonus on the Premier Platinums that she creates for the rest of her business. So, for example, if now that Denise has qualified, let's say Denise sponsored me. Denise, if you had sponsored me and you helped me also become a Premier Platinum, then you'd be getting a 15% match on a 6-figure income. So you'd be getting an extra $15,000 a year because that's what I made last year. And you get that in the form of weekly paychecks. Every week you would get 15% of whatever I made as a bonus onto your check. So this is a very lucrative thing, especially as you begin to build leadership in your business. Denise, I'm really proud of you. Big congratulations on qualifying. Could you tell the team just a little bit about what the products have done for your health and what the business has done for your mentality and why you're excited about it?
Sure. Well, I started taking Cell Essentials back in November. And since then, I started taking Biomega, Ginkgo PS, probiotics. I love the products. I feel great. I'm very energetic now. And I've lost a total of 30 pounds since October. I actually had lost a little before. And since taking the Cell Essentials and other supplements, I've just had so much more energy that I just feel myself doing more and weight just kind of falling off. Since then, my family and friends, they started to notice the difference that it made in me, so they too wanted to do the same thing. Needless to say, I have a lot of family and friends that are now taking the product, and they love it. So I feel the need to share it. I feel the need to share USANA with everyone I know. that's the reason I decided to become an associate. So since becoming an associate in January, I've rank advanced to share, then believer, and now builder. And I've also, like Jared said, he just recently became Premier Platinum Pace Setter. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited, and I look forward to whatever is to come in the future with USANA.
Wow, that's so inspiring. I just want to acknowledge you for getting your entire family on the products. That is a big blessing because obviously their health really affects your life. And the fact that you've been able to introduce USANA to them and make a difference with their health is very exciting. In addition to all the great success, you've lost 30 pounds?
I have. I actually had lost a little bit of weight before starting, and that was just trying to eat really healthy and walking a little bit here and there. And it took a lot of work, but I was able to lose about 10 pounds. Then I started So Essentials, and I didn't have to work as hard, and I was losing, it was just kind of falling. So I've lost a total of 30 pounds. I'm happy to say.
Wow. That is so exciting. And tell us, what do you see with the USANA business? What do you see as your possibilities with your USANA business?
Well, I mean, I've come this far, and I know that if I continue to do the things that I've been trained to do, and so far I have, I know that I'll go as far as I want to take it. And that's as far as I would like to take it as far as I possibly can. All I can say is, for me, to share with anybody else, you have to believe in what you do. You have to believe in who you are. You got to reach as far as you can because it is attainable. You can do it. Don't give up. We all have those rough times. We all have rough weeks. I had one not too long ago, and just a phone call from Jared helped me kind of get out of the rough patch I had, and I was able to come out through the week making at least some sort of check when I wouldn't have had any that week. But like I said, everybody has rough times, rough weeks, but if you do your 2-2-2 per day, you will be just fine. You just have to follow up. Plan your work your plan. Those are all the things that I've learned. I've learned a lot more than that, but those are some of the things that I've learned from Renee and Jared, and they've helped me. They really helped me.
Awesome. Wow, Denise. Well, again, I'm really proud of you. I want to really acknowledge all that you've done with your business in these first 2 months. It's very exciting. And lastly, what are you most excited about for April 1st, this Saturday?
There's going to be so much fun, so much to learn. I'm really excited. Just kind of get together. There's so much. I'm so new to this still. So I'm excited to learn as much as I can that day.
Absolutely. Well, again, big congratulations, Denise. And this is just the beginning for you. So here's to improving many, many more lives together.
Thank you.
All right. Also, big congratulations to new USANA sharer, Daniel Espinoza, someone who, that's the first rank of USANA, which is your first $50 paycheck. Someone who is a solid sharer is making that every week, so that would be $200 a month. That means your products are pretty much totally paid for. Daniel, I want to just congratulate you on your advancement. Not only that, but you've also lost, I believe you said 34 pounds. I heard that from you yesterday. Really proud of you, man. In your workout clothes right there, you're working out, making good, healthy habits, and keep up the great work. You're in amazing hands with Renee Martinez and Denise Garcia. All right. Also, big congratulations to Esther Pinales, new sharer, also from Dallas, Texas. Esther, I'm very proud of you. Working long distance, haven't met you yet, but you continue to share USANA with your friends and family members and create new possibilities for them. And congratulations on making the share level before the big celebration that's going to happen. I can't wait to meet you this Saturday, and keep up the great work, Esther. And big congratulations to her sponsor, Veronica Cade, Claudia Zacharias, Renee Martinez. Very proud of all of you. Next, we have another new builder, Lorena Galdiano out of San Antonio, Texas. Lorena is actually very new to USANA. I think she's still in maybe her third month. And Lorena, I am so proud of you. I've watched you overcome all these different challenges. You continue to help others. You continue to introduce USANA to new people. You're somebody I can count on. It's just awesome working with you. Lillian, big congratulations on sponsoring Lorena and having a leader grow in your business. It's a big, big blessing. And actually, Dad, can you unmute Lorena? I just wanted to have Lorena say a few words. This is a big deal. A builder, by the way, for those of you who don't know, someone who makes their first $200 check in USANA, and a solid builder doing that every week would be making $800 a month. And Lorena's well on her way to achieving that, which means her products are paid for and she's making some nice extra income. Lorena, are you on the line?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Great evening, everyone. Good evening.
Yes, thank you for being here. Lorena, could you just share for just a quick 30 to 60 seconds what the USANA products have done for you, and also why you're excited about your USANA business?
Well, what the products have done for me is my complexion has cleared up. My energy has gone up. I went without Cell Essentials for like about a week because I ran out, and I had my system, my body just had withdrawals, and I started getting those headaches that I would get. And then once I started taking the prenatals, that has helped me too, because I used to bruise real easily, and now I don't bruise that much because I was low in iron. I was deficient, so now I feel a lot better. I don't have a lot of that soreness that used to keep me awake at night. I was always tossing and turning because I didn't know which way to sleep so I could get that pain, and now it goes away a lot. The recovery is a lot quicker. Because I do work out a lot. So I'm just so glad that my recovery rate is so much quicker, and I feel better. Better.
That is so exciting. And how about your USANA business? What new possibilities do you see in your life with your USANA business?
Wow. I feel like the world is my oyster. Jeez. There's just so many possibilities that they're right there in front of me. It's amazing. I'm looking for a job. I'm unemployed. So right now I'm doing Uber, and I always thought it's like, if I never did like marketing, I didn't like it because I didn't think I would be good at it at all. And I was being offered marketing positions for insurance, and I was just like, no, that's not something that I believe in. And when my sister introduced me to this, and she told me the results, and then I started trying it, and I saw the results. It's like, you know what? I believe in this product. If it wasn't for me not believing in this product, I wouldn't be where I am right now today. So,
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't be a builder right now. I wouldn't have never even thought of starting it at all. But the fact that I believe in it and it's worked for me, and I look forward to helping other people, my friends and my family as well, especially my family. And I love the product.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Lorena. Thank you for being a great example to the team. I want to acknowledge you and your sister Lillian for getting pretty much all of your family members on the products as well, because you're creating new possibilities for their health, and that affects your life because your family's health is your business, you know?
Well, we thank you so much for helping us and introducing us to the product. You've been such a great help, great inspiration. You're amazing, and I have no words for what you have helped us accomplish.
Oh, thank you. I want to just hug you through the computer right now. Awesome. All right. Well, we're going to be celebrating your advancement to builder on Saturday. I already have you a present, so be ready. And lastly, what are you excited about for Saturday's event on April 1st?
Wow, to meet new people. Yeah, new people and new friends, to have a positive outlook for my business.
Absolutely. You're going to meet lots of new friends from all over the U.S. And we're going to have a blast. In fact, we're about to talk about everything right now. So big congratulations, Lorena.
Thank you.
All right. And then here's Denise Garcia's builder advancement as well, which we just interviewed Denise. And Denise, you had double duty. You advanced to builder and platinum. So big congratulations to you. We're going to have so much success to celebrate on Saturday. Team DSI has over 42 people now registered for this event. So it's going to be exciting. And then I believe we have 4 or 5 more going to San Diego. So we'll be talking about that as well. So to finish our recognition, also want to, well, thank you, Dad, for making this slide. We were number 4 top earning emeralds in the U.S. last week. And also Randy and Viola Krebs, number 7 top earning gold directors in the U.S. That's exciting. It's hard to be on these lists, and I'm super pumped. This actually gets me more exciting than seeing me and Crystal on the reports. Mom and Dad, thank you so much for your hard work in USANA. Thank you so much for your dedication. I love your executive ribbon that you're wearing right there. It looks amazing on you. It's just an honor working with you. I love you so much, both of you. Thank you for being great family and such amazing team members. Love you guys, and big congratulations. Also, we were number 24 in the U.S. Top preferred customer enrollers. We enrolled a lot of clients last week. And all right, so now we're going to do some special announcements. Hey, there's free BDSs through April 21st. There's only 4 weeks left now. So we got to take advantage of this. We just enrolled Mike Baez today. He had his BDS for free. That's the $29.95 business development system is free for the next 4 weeks ending April 21st. So this is the time. Call all of your prospects that are on the fence. Let them know so they can save $30 and get their free business development system. Also, USANA's MagnaCal D product is now available. They changed the active calcium product into MagnaCal D. Why? Because now you get magnesium, calcium, and vitamin D all together, which obviously is a big upgrade. And I can't wait to get this product because I want to get the extra vitamin D. So it's already available in your shopping cart, and you can continue to just replace the active calcium with the MagnaCal D. It'll do the same thing on all the protocols that we use. Also, those of you who are growing your business fast, make it a goal to be in the growth circle. What is the growth circle? All they do is they measure your growth from the first quarter of this year, and they compare it from the first quarter of last year. Many of you are new, and you weren't even in the company last year, so you actually have to just grow against 0. But whoever grows the most gets an all-expenses-paid trip to the Riviera Maya, Mexico, May 4th through the 7th. So when you're growing your business, keep in mind that if you can really put together a good quarter and get yourself to silver and gold and get to these higher incomes with USANA, you're going to win a freaking awesome trip like this. So just be aware of these. They happen every quarter. So the first quarter is over, I believe, this Friday. So there's going to be a new one. Yeah, there's going to be a new one happening starting next week. So every quarter you can win a sweet, awesome trip like this. All you have to do is just have an excellent quarter of growth. If you're wondering about this more, you want more details, make sure that you ask your upline and they can explain this to you. And you can also call USANA and they can explain it all as well. All right. So also the Nutrimil single serves are available except strawberry. Strawberry is sold out. So we're at chocolate and vanilla. I know some of those of you who love strawberry. If you want strawberry, write to USANA, call USANA, tell them you want strawberry back. Thank goodness we have the Nutrimil French vanilla and Dutch chocolate back for good. But if you want strawberry, make sure you let USANA know because they listen to the associates, especially if they make enough noise. All right, but we have our main Nutrimils back for good. And then I just want to take a moment, since she's on the line, Veronica Cade took first place in the Track WAPnWin competition, and we did not hear from her last week. I believe she is on the webinar right now. Dad, could you unmute Veronica Cade? We want to give her a big recognition on being first place. Hi, Veronica.
Hi.
Hey. Big congratulations on taking first place on the Track WAPnWin competition.
Thank you so much. Thank you for teaching me how to do it in the first place. Made a huge difference.
Oh, you're so welcome. So we have guests on the webinar who don't know what this is, so I'll just explain it in a nutshell. This was a 14-week competition with all of our team, just in Team DSI, and you got points for doing your weekly action plan on Sunday nights. You got points for doing your tracker and posting, what you tracked, how you tracked your activity. You got points for enrolling for the next big event, which is coming up April 1st. You got points for enrolling associates on auto order, for enrolling clients on auto order. And whoever got the most points won $400 cash, and that is Mrs. Veronica Cade. And Veronica, tell us a little bit about the mentality that it took for you to take first place, because this was not easy. There was a lot of people going for this. And I want to also recognize Renee and Megan Martinez for taking second, $250 cash prize, Lillian Galdiano for taking third, $150. All of you did amazing. But Veronica, what was the mentality behind this? What do you feel like helped you get to first place?
I'm kind of embarrassed to say. I know when it first started, I probably wasn't coming at it from the best mentality. It was just a competition. The fact that there was an incentive, and I remember seeing my name at the very bottom of the list when we first. Yeah, and I was like, "What?" And I was I didn't know that many people on the team, and I knew Renee, and I was like, "I can beat Renee." And just that was my initial incentive. But once I actually started doing it and I started seeing the benefits of it, and it really helped me plan out my week, and then I could see it made me see my business as a business, and then I knew exactly what I had to do to reach my goal. Like I started off with a goal, and then it lets you map everything out so you know how many points you need to reach your goal, and then it lets you map out how you plan to reach those points. How are you going to get them? Who are the people you're going to talk to? So it just kind of, it tied everything together for me. Everything started to make sense when I started to do that. So I thought, okay, so I need to show this many videos. I already know who I'm thinking that showed an interest. And now I know who I need to follow up on. And then I know who's ready to purchase. And so it really just helped me line everything up. And that's how I was able to reach my goals. I knew what I needed to do. I had a plan to do it, and then I could follow up the following week and see where I went wrong. Like, I needed to spend more time following up, or I needed to send out more videos. So it's a really good tool for your business, because it kind of gives you that direction and the guidance you need, especially being new. And I still am learning. It was great. And then the fact that I was beating Renee was just that added incentive every week.
Awesome.
I'm just teasing.
So it sounds like, well, no, honestly, it's good. You're competitive, and what motivates. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's awesome. And Renee would agree. You're one of his rock stars in his team. I know he was happy you took first place. And I want to ask you, Veronica, what are you going to do with the $400 cash?
I kind of already spent it. It was an investment. The only reason why I thought about purchasing the Mac computer, I needed a computer to do my business because I was doing everything from my phone. And that was my other incentive. I thought, if I win this money, it will pay for my computer. And it did.
Absolutely.
So yeah. So, I mean, that's kind of what it did for me. And now, honestly, that money I'm building a really good team, and I want to use that money to put it back into my business, and I'm going to invest in my teammates. Like, I have people who are making good progress, and the part of the initial part of your business, when you get to know them and you want to give them incentives and rewards, that's what it's for. If there's a product that somebody in my business wants to try, then this is their gift that's what I'm able to do is, I'm able to give them small gifts, let them try different products so that they can see the benefits of other things that they just can't afford to try yet. So I'm just investing it back into my business.
Awesome. That's so exciting. Well, Veronica, big congratulations. Thanks for leading by example. Thanks for being an inspiration to the team, and look forward to spending all day Saturday, April 1st with you. And there's going to be another WAPnWin coming up. So now we don't know when, but whenever we release it, We want to have all our new team members on it. Can you imagine? We'll probably have 20, 25 weekly action plans every Sunday night.
That's so exciting. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, and I cannot wait for Saturday. I can't wait to see everybody again, and thank you so much for the recognition. I appreciate it.
You're so welcome. All right. So let's move on to the training for tonight. Just make sure that you add people to the USANA clients page when you enroll new clients. Make a post, add their picture. Also, when you enroll new associates, make sure you add them to Team DSI and Team DSI South. Make a post. And please comment, make the new clients and associates feel welcome. You guys do a great job at that. We have a great community because everybody says welcome to our new associates and clients, even if they're not in your team. I really am proud of all of you on the team for doing that. Thank you for commenting and making everyone feel welcome. All right, so we're going to take a 5-second break, and then we have a special guest on the line, a director in Team DSI who's in Raleigh, North Carolina. And we're going to take a 5-second pause, and we're going to get into this training about the national celebration. Hello, my name is Jared Crebs. I'm pictured here with my wife, Crystal, and our dog, Tasia. We are Emerald Directors, co-founders of Team DSI, and today's training is how do I prepare for the national celebration? So there's 2 national celebrations left on the calendar, San Antonio this Saturday, April 1st, and San Diego, which is in 2 Saturdays, and that's on April 8th. Now, we have already had 2 celebrations. One happened in Washington, D.C., and the other happened in Chicago. And we were very well represented in those 2 cities by some great associates that are in the Midwest and that are on the East Coast. In Chicago, we had Bonnie Thornton there with 3 people. And in Washington, D.C., we had Becky Armstrong and Christian Glad. And so to start off today's training, we actually have USANA Director Becky Armstrong from Raleigh, North Carolina. And she is going to share with us a little bit of how she capitalized on the Washington, D.C. event. I hope you're ready to take notes, ready to screenshot, because she has some great slides and some great golden nuggets and tips before we get into the agenda and the plan for both of these celebrations. Becky, welcome to the call. Thank you for being on.
Thank you, Jared.
All right. So tell us, what were the highlights for you in the Washington, D.C. event?
Oh, it was amazing. I loved the format of being local like that. Last year, the national celebration was in Vegas. And so people from, especially from the East Coast where I'm from, they had a lot harder time getting over there. People from New Jersey might not have booked a plane and come all the way to Vegas, but this year they were willing to drive 3 hours or 2 hours to get to DC, or, you know, from Philadelphia, an hour from Baltimore, or I am 5 hours away from DC here in Raleigh. And so Christian, he actually is in DC. Christian Glad was there with me. And so what happened, instead of just a few people out of a team being in national celebration, you would see whole teams that went, you know, a bunch of people from
that's
their
cool.
team. And like you said, you've got 42 people going to the San Antonio one. Is that right?
Yep.
So what happened, it created this dynamic. It was like going to a family reunion instead of just an event. There were a bunch of people that knew each other and they were excited, and you got this bubbling thing going on. And, you know, you go to your family reunion, you see your weird Uncle Irvin, whatever it is. And, you know, there's just a connection. You realize, you know, there are people that are just the same kind of weird as you are. And that's what happens when you go to these events like this. It's really important we go. There's a validation that happens, and there's an incredible learning that only happens in an event like this.
Wow, that's so cool. You want me to forward the slides, and you want to tell everyone about these slides? Thank you so much for preparing them.
Yes, okay. And so, yeah, go ahead to the next one. So going to these events, like I said, I love book learning. I love reading books. I love watching videos. I love webinars like we're on right now. But those are more passive type of learnings. I've never really had a book stop me and say, wait, are you really getting this? You know, there's no interaction. But at the event, you get that interaction. And so you, with the other types of learning, you're kind of like a baby bird. You got your mouth open, you're waiting for somebody to, you know, chew up the worm and throw it in there, blah, you know. But you can do better than that, because that passive learning, you're only retaining about 10%. And I'm busy. I'm a busy person. I want to get a lot more than a 10% return out of my time. And so you go to these events, there's things you can do. And specifically, that's what you asked, is how we could get the most out of the celebration. And these events, they put flesh and blood on your learning. They make it more active, and there are things you can do. No matter what that presenter is telling you to do. If they're telling you to dance the hokey pokey, you get dancing, because you may not even see a purpose in what they're asking you to do at the time, but you will see a benefit. And it kind of took me a few events to figure that out and be a little more compliant. Okay, so on to the next slide. One of the things, every single event that I've ever gone to, every training in network marketing, at some point they're going to tell you, whip out your phone and text 10 people or call 5 people or whatever. So I would say, in preparation for the event, get your list together. Have 20 names and phone numbers on a list written down. Bring it with you. And that way, when they tell you that, if they say you do 10, you might get 20. You know, you're going to be like a Veronica Cade, and you're going to like rock it. And so go ahead and prepare that now. Now, when they're going to help you, they're going to help you to talk to prospects. But while you're there at the event, talk to the people that are there. You're going to meet, like I said, you're going to meet weird Uncle Irvins. You're going to meet people that are near you, that can support you. And there's something amazing. Okay, when we listen to the speakers, like I said, that listening, we're getting about 10%. But now someone comes up and they said, are you liking the event so far? Don't just say yes. Tell them why. Say, yes, I really liked it when Monica Penrod told us about the 28-day program, and I'm thinking maybe I'll do it, da-da-da-da-da. Because when you actually speak what you've learned, you recite it back to somebody, now your brain is hearing what somebody else told you, but it's also hearing what you tell it. And your brain is more likely to believe what you say. And the more you believe it, the more you're apt to do it. So you want to talk about it. The other thing that you want to do before, to prepare for this next celebration, is one of the workshops is they're going to work on your story. So before you go, kind of get the framework of the story. You know, where you've been, what you didn't like about it, what the solution you found and you saw it, and what your hope for the future is. If you don't have a story, get with whoever's training you, mentoring you, and build your story. The benefit of that is you're going to be meeting a lot of people, and they're going to say, how are you? Who are you? And you'll have a story to tell them instead of just drill running down your chin. And so you're going to talk to a lot of people, and you're going to meet a lot of people, and you're going to make some great friends. And that support, that emotional support that you get from knowing that other people are like you, is one of the key things of going to an event like this. I learned something, and have started doing this all the time. I do it with prospects. I do it with associates. Instead of giving them a business card, I say, here, take a selfie with me. I snap a photo with them, and then I hand them my phone, and I say, put your phone number here and just type your name there. And they do it. It takes them about 2 seconds to do it. And then already in my clipboard, I have the words saying, I enjoyed meeting you. I'm Becky. I've got my phone number and my email address. And so they type in their phone number, they type their name, Tom. And so then I've got their photo that I'm sending to them, and it says, Tom, I enjoyed meeting you. I'm Becky. Here's my email. Here's my thing. I hit send. They've got my picture and contact information. I've got their phone number and contact information. And they love it. They're so happy. And then Viola calls you and says, do you have any slides to post? You got a whole phone full of photos that you can put up. Okay, so, next slide. And then the other thing, when you're taking notes, and you want to move on to the next slide, like I said, do what they tell you, but go ahead and take notes, because it's like getting hit with a fire hose when you're there. You're going to learn so much stuff. And I always make a really wide left margin on my notes. I write everything kind of on the right side of the page, all my notes, because as I'm writing notes, I'll hear Lori Mulhern talk about prospecting with a mini brochure. And as soon as I hear, I think, I've got to call Heidi, my new associate, because I've got to explain this to her. This is really good. She's not here to hear it. And so in my left side of my thing, I write, call Heidi. And I got the notes on the right side, so I know I'm calling her. But then it's a real quick to-do list. And
Great tip.
as you're listening to those speakers, either right then or later when you're reviewing your notes, think about, what did I learn? How can I apply it? When can I apply it? And that's when you go and you put it in your calendar, right? And who can I tell? And so, you get a really good idea. If after these notes, I'm on the phone and I'm like, hey, Betty, I'm going to do this thing. You want to do it with me? Because there's really power in joining together with other people. And that's really what the events are. So, get off the fence. If you haven't signed up yet, go figure out how. If you got teammates that need to be at this family reunion, help them figure out how, because it's not a high price thing, and it's close. It's nearby to people. So get them there.
Awesome. And yes, bring your own notebook as well, right? Do they give you a notebook or?
We didn't at ours because they had a snowstorm. We didn't even have badges at first. So yeah, and I ran out of 2 pens. I ran the ink out of 2 of them. I'm running. So the last speaker of the morning, I didn't even have a pen to take notes with. I'm like at lunch break running up to the front desk. Luckily, hotels, they have a lot of pens. So I got a couple more for the last part.
Okay, so bring a notebook, bring extra pens, bring USANA bars for snacks. How did the eating go? How did that part of it go for like the lunch and the dinner?
They did pretty good. I mean, if you eat there at the hotel where the event is, know that it's going to be a wait. Those staffs are pretty overwhelmed by it. But what I did is I hurried out of the room and I found the biggest table in the restaurant, and I sat down at it. And then as people came in and they're looking around, I'm like, come sit with me. And so it was really fun. I got filled up the table and met a whole bunch of new people. Make sure you talk to people, bond with the people in your group, but make sure you talk to people you've never met when you're there.
Absolutely. Great point. That's a great time to network, is at lunch and meet other people. And I want to encourage you to pack a lunch. If you really want to be smart and not be in huge lines and be dealing with all kinds of runaround and super inflated prices, and the food won't even be as healthy, pack a lunch. Pack your wrap or whatever sandwich you want to bring, but be that person that's smart and that saves your money, because you can use that to go out on the town later or have fun later or do something. But I really am a big proponent of packing meals, and pack your lunch and your dinner. Be that smart person that doesn't have to spend $50 or $60 per person out there. Spend $20 and eat better. So I just want to encourage you guys to do that. Bring snacks, have like a backpack with stuff. The dress is going to be probably more like business casual or casual. It's not going to be like a dressy event. Me and my wife are speaking on stage, so we will be dressed up, but I think the majority of people will just be normally dressed. I know Renee and Team DSI South have their own t-shirts, so that's going to be exciting. 25 Team DSI South members are going to be in the same shirt. That's going to be cool. And Becky, do you have any final advice before we go through the agenda?
I would just say, make sure you apply what you learn. Don't just go there and, fill up your head. Make an action plan and do it. And let this launch you into your next level, your next advancement.
Very, very good advice. Well, thank you, Becky. And the last thing I just want to say about you is I can tell that you and Christian were in the top 30% of people that attend events. And I don't know if you've heard this before, but there's basically 3 types of people that go to the events. There's the people that sit in the front. They get there early. They don't make excuses or get mad if things don't go their way, like if the line takes too long. They actually have a good attitude. They meet all the people, and they get the most out of the event. That's the top third. The second, the next third of people, they're kind of there. They don't really apply what they learn. They kind of sit in the middle, or they're late. They're not really. They're just kind of there, right? They're not actively there though. And then there's the final third, which is the people who are skipping out, who are in the hallway talking. They're not actually paying attention while all the speakers are up there training. And when something goes wrong, they blame USANA, and they're mad at USANA, or just they're the bottom third. Your goal is to be in the top third, and do not hang out with people in the middle third or the lower third. Don't hang out with those people. If you find yourself in a group of the middle or bottom third, get out of there. Come hang out with Team DSI. Come be with the top third. And Becky, I just want to acknowledge you for being the top third, for being there, being at the edge of your seat, making the most of your business. I'm very proud of you, and thank you for taking time out of your schedule tonight to help the team get the most out of their event.
I love the events. And they have really helped me in every part of my life. It's not just my USANA business. They help me in my relationships. They help me in my career. They're worth it.
Awesome. Thank you, Becky. All right, so let's go to the agenda. Now, this agenda for San Antonio and San Diego, we're going to post on the Team DSI page immediately after this webinar. So here's the agenda, and I'm going to zoom in. This is kind of probably really zoomed in on your phone. But at the very top, do you see it, how it says the doors open at 8:30 a.m.? Okay, we need to be there at 7:30 a.m. because if you want to sit in the back, you'll get there at 8:30. If you want to sit there in the front, you'll get there at 7:30. If you want to be in the very, very front, get there at 7. But I'd say, between 7 and 7:30. 7:30 is when Crystal and I will be in line. But the best people are going to be in line at 7:30 or earlier for sure. And where is it? It's at the Omni, which is pictured right here, the Omni La Mansión del Rio, right on the Riverwalk. It's beautiful, overlooking the river. It's actually on the 5th floor. So when you walk in, you got to take the elevator up, and then you go up these little stairs, and that's actually where it's going to be. It's like super plush, super nice, and it's just a really cool venue. Now, the thing about it is when you get downtown, do not park here at the Omni because it's $39 a day. Do not do that. Make sure you park, those of you who know San Antonio, there's little spots to park for like $10 and you have to walk a block or two. Make sure you do that. Don't pay $39. All right, so get there early and be ready to kind of sit in the front. It's going to start promptly at 9 a.m. with a welcome from David Mulham, who's the Chief Field Development Officer of USANA, which is very exciting because he's taking the United States to another level. And then you're going to hear from Jordan Kemper, Executive 3-Star Diamond, on the mindset of a USANA business owner. Honestly, there's nobody better than having Jordan Kemper to do that, especially someone who I've seen grow, and we grew at the same time, and to see what he's done, he's inspired me so much. I'm going to be front row taking notes. Then you're going to hear from Lindsay Hardy, who says, start with the why. Now, Lindsay Hardy built her business in Atlanta, Georgia, a mother of 3, and she did it all in her yoga pants. She literally worked from home and helped people lose weight, helped people get on the products, created a team called Inspire Health. And she is just an inspiration to me, and she's actually been a guest on our Team DSI webinars in the past. So make sure you're there for Lindsay. And then after that, Andrea Akiwa, Executive Diamond Director, is going to be talking about prospecting and inviting. She's one of the most solid, top-earning diamonds in the company, and she's actually out of Chicago, but much of her business is in Mexico. And you're going to learn a ton from Andrea. After that, Andre Gordon, our very own guest that was on Team DSI's webinar last week. Make sure you go back and watch that if you didn't see that. We had Andre Gordon himself on our Team DSI webinar. It was amazing. And he's going to be doing presenting. After that, it's the Future Leader and Silver Creator panel. And guess what? Renee and Megan Martinez are going to be on stage as new Silver Directors. Woo! So get ready for that. That's going to be my personal highlight. Seeing them on stage, and we're actually going to be able to go up there with them because we are Silver Creators as well, thanks to Renee and Megan. So we're going to have an awesome time up there. And then after that, Phil and Penny Kirk, Executive 1-Star Diamonds, will be talking about the products, intelligence. All right, so then there'll be an 1.5-hour lunch break. And honestly, that's where you need pack your own food, because you're going to actually come back. You're going to really have to be back at 1 o'clock because they're going to open the doors at 1 o'clock. So, and if you really want to be in line and be in front of the line, you have to be in line at 12:30. You have no time for lunch. So that's why I say pack your lunch and tell your associates to pack your lunch. I literally can't get to everybody. You all have your own teams now. So you have to tell your teams to pack their lunch and be ready to, be in line. At 1:30, the general session resumes with myself and my wife, Crystal. We're actually going to be running a game show, and we're going to basically open the day. I mean, there'll be recognition, and then we'll be on stage, which is going to be a big highlight for us. We're honored to be asked by USANA to speak, followed by running 28-day programs by Dr. Deborah Kern, who's an Emerald Director with USANA. She's out of Austin. And then the Preferred Customer Advantage, followed by Brian Douglas on duplication. And then Planning Your Advancement, Tom and Lori Mulhern, 1-Star Diamonds. And then the 90-Day Plan by Tom and Lori Mulhern. So it's going to be amazing. I mean, it's going to be such a fun day. Then there's going to be a 2-hour break. And then, so that's when we need to take our team picture, okay? So all of you in San Antonio, I want y'all to meet me right outside. We'll be texting you. We'll be communicating via text. But you are the leaders on this webinar. You need to tell your teams, immediately after this general session, we're going to meet right outside, and we're going to take a group picture in the hotel, okay? And we already have a photographer arranged and everything who's going to take the picture. So please be ready to just take that picture, because it's like herding cats. It's going to be hard to get all 41 or 50 plus people there, but we need to do it because it's going to be an amazing picture. And then we'll have a 2-hour break, and then please come back for the celebration and reception. There's going to be heavy hors d'oeuvres with a cash bar. So it's going to be all networking. So from 7 to 8:15, you're just going to be networking, meeting top associates. Be on time. By the way, you don't have to be dressed up for this, okay? This is going to be still kind of informal, fun. It's not going to be like you have to go dress up in a suit or a gown. Like, you don't need to do that, okay? So don't worry about that. But from 7 to 8:15 is going to be the networking. So please get there on time, because you want to network. And then at 8:15 will be the celebration and awards reception. And who knows, you could be getting an award. I don't know exactly who they're going to award, but many of you have accomplished great things so far this year with your USANA business, and they're going to be celebrating everyone's advancements from this time last year. So it's literally going to be lots of awards. You're going to see who's the who's who of USANA in the United States market. All right, so that is San Antonio, and we're about to launch a social media challenge for both San Antonio, actually for all of you, even Washington, D.C. and Chicago. But let's talk about San Diego for a second. So those of you who are going to San Diego, it's going to be at the Hilton San Diego Bayfront, which is just right on the water. Oh, Becky says that they also had drawings and little fun gifts. I guess you guys can all see that as well. Thank you, Becky. So for those of you in San Diego, it's going to be very similar. Doors open at 8:30 a.m. And we can actually zoom in here as well. Doors open at 8:30 a.m. You need to be in line at 7:30, man. Those California people, they're aggressive. They're going to be there early. Then you're going to hear from the CEO, Kevin Guest. We don't have Kevin Guest coming to ours, but you guys do in San Diego. Y'all are lucky. And then I guess they don't have the speakers yet scheduled for Start with a Y and Prospecting and Inviting, but they always bring the best associates up. So you're going to learn from top California associates. Then you'll be hearing from new Emerald Directors, Abby and Arabelle Rambo-Young on presenting. You'll be hearing the Future Leader and Silver Creator panel. Intelligence by Patty Roney, who's a top Emerald Director in the company. And then the Executive Luncheon, which Randy and Viola Krebs will be attending. And of course, the lunch break for associates on your own. And then there'll be the game show in the afternoon as well with Nick Puga, Gold Director. Dr. Karen Wolf, Diamond Director, will be talking about running a 28-day program. The Preferred Customer Advantage and Planning Your Advancement by Michael Callejas, who's the man, Executive 3-Star Diamond. And then Duplication by Eduardo Barreto, Executive 4-Star. Oh my gosh, Eduardo Barreto is amazing. He's actually out of Mexico City, and that guy is something else. And then Michael Callejas on the 90-day plan. So that's, man, y'all are in for a treat out there in San Diego. And then, of course, the same thing. You probably take your team picture right away at 5 o'clock, and then from 7 to 10, you'll do the reception, and make sure you network from 7 to 8:15. All right, so thank you for attending. Now, before we end this training video, I want to bring up a slide that I forgot to bring up, and it's right here. It is right here, announcing the Team DSI Social Media Challenge. Okay, so here it is. You want another challenge? You want another way to learn about social media and how to be the best? Here it is. I hope you screenshot.
reset your, reshare your screen.
Oh, you can't see it. Okay. Thank you. All right, there we go. Now you should be able to see it.
Much better.
I hope you guys are ready to we're actually going to post it right now after the webinar is over, but I know you can see it on your phones. So here it is. This is your opportunity not only to earn a special training with Diamond Director Krista Realba, who's built a massive business using social media, but it's also your chance to do a social media campaign. The best people in social media, they don't just post one time when they're at an event. They save up and create content every single week. So here's how you qualify. Look at the slide with me there where it says number 1. After the U.S. celebration, post your aha moments in your public timeline. Post 1 per week, and that's why public timeline, not private. Don't do it on Team DSI. Do it on your public timeline. Post 1 aha moment per week for 5 weeks in a row on social media, which is Facebook or Instagram. The deadline will be every Sunday night, so you can do it on April 2nd or before, April 9th or before, April 16th or before, April 23rd or before, and April 30th or before. Okay, so it doesn't have to be on Sunday night, but that's the deadline. Make sure you use the hashtag DSI celebration so that we can track it. The last social media training we had Mr. Simon Chan, who's world-renowned expert in social media, and all of you who won it, you know how great that was, and you know what it did for your business and how it took your social media game to another level. Well, this is your chance. This is your chance, and get your team members. Share this with your team members. Save this little picture that we post on Team DSI, save it to your phone and tell your newest associates about this and make sure that they participate. And of course, those of you that did Washington, D.C. and Chicago, you would have to just go back and remember your 5 aha moments and post them once a week. And that's okay because, again, it's all about reflection. And you will be rewarded by having this special training with Krista Realba, and we will get back to you on the date. Okay, so that is it. I want to thank you for being on the training. We're going to do an announcement just to finish up with special events. But for the end of this video, I just want to say thank you for attending. I look forward to seeing you at the April 1st USANA event in San Antonio or another great USANA event coming up soon. And cannot wait to hear about your success and everything you apply out of these events. Okay, to finish up, mark your calendars. Here it is. We've already been talking about it. April 1st. Oh, I need to reshare my screen. April 1st. We've been talking about it already. And then April 8th, San Diego. After that, we have USANA International Convention. Mark your calendars, write down the dates, August 16th through the 19th. It's the most important event of the year. If you go to any event, this would literally be the one if you had to choose. This is the most important. Why? Because it's international. There's going to be over 10,000 people there. It's already sold out, okay? People from all the 20 different countries of USANA. Dr. Oz is going to be there. Our founder, Dr. Wentz, is going to be there. All the top $1 Million Club members, all the top doctors. It is just going to be an amazing event. The 20th anniversary, they gave out free iPads, so I have no idea what they're going to do here for the 25th. But mark your calendars. We fly a day before to get there, and we fly a day home after. So many people are also driving to this. All right, so that's the next event. We actually have over 50 people registered for the International Convention. I believe 51 now. So I'm really proud of everybody who's registered. Ticket prices for flights. If you buy your flight right now and you depart on Tuesday and come home on Sunday, it's $362. All right, so you got to plan for this. I mean, that's an investment. But you know what? It's the most important event of the year, and you have to plan for it financially. So that's what it would cost. Now, if you fly home on Monday the 21st, the flight's $280. So the price goes down by $80, but you're going to stay there another night, so you'd have to make sure you have roommates for hotels, etc. It's kind of always nice to stay that extra day if you can. So make sure you're planning for your plane ticket. This is a critical part. Honestly, this is the most important, is your plane ticket and your transportation to convention. Also, mark your calendars for November 8th through the 12th, Success on the Beach, 5 days in Punta Cana with your USANA family. So this is obviously a trip you can win, or it's something you can earn. And that link right there, puntacana.teamdsi, screenshot that if you want to learn exactly how you can win that. That's a video that explains it. Also, mark your calendars, November 16th through the 18th. GoPro is going to be happening in Las Vegas, Nevada, November 16th through the 18th. It's $400 for this event. This is the most expensive event of the year. It's not done by USANA. Why is it unique? Well, look at the names. Eric Worre, Mr. GoPro himself. Tony Robbins, the thought leader and motivational speaker, basically the most well-respected in the world. Pitbull, the recording artist and top entrepreneur. In addition to those three guys, that's just part of it. They actually have probably about 20 different speakers who make 6 figures per month. Not 6 figures a year, 6 figures per month. Okay, you want to learn from 20 people that are making 6 figures a month in their network marketing companies, including USANA people? You go to this event. So this is a really big event. Mark your calendars for that as well. And Texas Associates, we're actually not having a mixer this Thursday. I know Renee and Megan are having their mixer at Viper this Wednesday. Those of you in the Pleasanton area or even in San Antonio, make that Viper Wednesday night mixer a priority, because if you can get people to that, then you're going to be able to get them to April 1st. It's the best way to do it. Okay, Utah Associates, this Thursday, Executive Gold Directors Randy and Viola Krebs are going to be going over the USANA Health and Freedom presentation. So if you're in Salt Lake City, make sure you're there. Randy and Viola are amazing leaders, top income earners, and they have the best story. So make sure that you're there if you're in Salt Lake City and bring guests. There's a team hike that Randy and Viola Krebs are hosting, which is this Friday, March 31st. From 9 a.m. to noon in the Utah mountains. Man, I wish I could go to that. You guys are lucky out there, and there's still snow, so weather permitting. It's exciting. Let RSVP to Randy Krebs right there. His phone number is kind of cut off, but I'm sure he'll post this in Team DSI. Also, Saturday, April 1st, Andrea Hall's hosting a mixer in Price, Utah. Way to go, Andrea. Way to take leadership. I'm super proud of you for hosting your own event. You're a great example for all the team to follow. California Associates. Mark your calendars. Love this. A USANA Social Mixers Thursday, April 6th at the home of Silver Director Sherry Bender at 5 p.m. with Rev 3 Teenies. Oh, my God. I want to go. That sounds fun. Okay, well, that's a new idea, too. Okay, well, Sherry, awesome. I want to RSVP. So make sure you RSVP to Sherry if you want to go to her home in San Diego and go and do a Rev 3 social mixer. It looks like Viola Krebs and Randy Krebs will be there because they're going to the celebration in San Diego. And lastly, this is the picture of the trunks, the bins that I keep in the trunk of my car. I always have GoPro books, GoPro audios. I'm always prepared. And I want to encourage you to always be prepared. Always bring your computer to every mixer. Bring your forms. Do not rely on me or any of your upline for their computer or their copies. You be the leader. You make your copies. You have extra GoPro books. And you be the one that is that GoPro, is that person that's going pro. All right. So you got to be prepared. You can't rely on your upline. You're going to be the one that changes people's lives and makes a difference for them. So we've made it to the end of the webinar. I know we're 5 minutes over, and honestly, we just had so much excitement on this call. I think everyone's still on the call. I understand if many of you need to get off the call right now, but I do want to bring on Mr. Mike Baez, who just signed up as a new associate today. Dad, could you unmute Mike? And I want to welcome you to the team. Are you there, Mike?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear. Well, at the beginning of the webinar, we had your picture up. And we already talked about you in depth because we're so excited about you, but the team actually hasn't heard your story. So in a quick 30 to 60 seconds, could you tell the team what your experience was on the USANA products and what are the possibilities you see for yourself with your USANA business?
Well, basically, I bought the products, for myself. And the main thing I noticed was energy, because normally before then I was get tired. I have to take a nap in the middle of the day. And after taking the products, I noticed that my energy level was just, doing good. So I could just keep going, which is really nice. Because I've got a very, very busy schedule, as you know, Jared.
Yes.
So I just got home about half an hour ago, actually. So that's my story on the actual products. And the products themselves, I'm really excited because they're actually products that really help people. And I think that's really kind of the bottom line behind the whole thing here is just having good products that you know that people want, products that people need. They're going to do what they have to do. So I mean, that in itself creates a great business.
Absolutely.
So my goal is just to present the products and obviously the opportunity as well, and just go full force and make this baby happen.
Awesome, man. Well, I'm super excited to be working with you. I'm excited for our meeting tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. at Starbucks on Babcock and 410. We're going to get videos out and have a great first hour in your business.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome, man, and big welcome to the team. All right, so we're done with the meeting tonight. We usually bring people on for any highlights. People have been commenting on the chat, which is working great in Zoom. If you would like to share a highlight for you, since we're out of time, could you please post it on the Facebook, our Team DSI Facebook group? Because I don't want to keep everyone much more past the time. But please comment just real quick on Facebook. What was the highlight for you on tonight's webinar? And let us know. There was so many highlights for me. Honestly, was all the recognition of our team. Becky Armstrong, you did an amazing job with your part of sharing how you maximized your USANA event in Washington, D.C. Everything was a highlight for me. But I will also type something in that was a highlight, and we will immediately post the agendas and the social media challenge. Mike, get ready for the social media challenge, sir. I know you're big into social media. So we're going to post all that immediately after this webinar. I want to thank you for being on. I want to thank you for being great team members, great friends, and look forward to talking to you next Monday. We'll be reflecting on how great our San Antonio celebration was and celebrating all of your success and going into the second quarter of the year on fire. I expect some new gold directors to be coming out of Team DSI, Mr. and Mrs. Martinez, and many, many more rank advancements as well and things that are happening. So I'm very excited, very proud of all of you. And we'll go ahead and unmute the lines. Everybody, please stay. Good night and God bless.
Good night and God bless.
Good night. God bless.
Good night, God bless.
Good night.
Buenas noches.